Hello, and welcome to Stage Screen and In Between. I'm Helen. Tonight is such an exciting event. We're at New York Women in Film and Television's Designing Women Awards. We have terrific presenters, and we have wonderful creative people in costume, makeup, and hair getting honored tonight.
Anita Gibson.
Straight ahead. Thank you. Straight left. Thank you.
Everyone's going to be gorgeous Lela Loren. NYWIFT event tonight.
Yes.
One more to the right. To the left.
Jessica, I understand that you are the funniest female comedian in New York City.
Yes, I am. I mean, I am funny because I've had a lot of sadness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you counteracted with comedy.
Yes.
Now, you also are known for having a lot of characters. How do you go about developing your characters?
Well, I watch people and I do different, I can mock them very well. Like a Jewish grandma, like, what is this? Why are there so many cameras around here? Where's the appetizers?
Now, you've said about yourself, you're actually like a traveling clown. Is that true?
Yeah, I have a master's in social work, but now I'm a traveling clown. Yeah.
What does your family think about that?
My family's very supportive. They're amazing. They're great. My stepbrother is an actor, Zach Braff from Scrubs and Garden State, and then my other stepbrother is a writer, and everyone's very supportive.
Well, how exciting for you, and congratulations on being the MC for this wonderful night, Designing Women. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I love your dress.
Thank you. Size 10.
Really? I'm a size 30.
So you are a wonderful makeup artist, am I right? And Anita has done Medea's Big Happy Family, Confirmation, Power. What do you look for when you do someone's makeup? Do you go by their complexion, their age? Do you go by what the director tells you he wants, or does he trust your gut?
I look for all of that when I'm doing makeup. I look at who I'm doing, what the character is calling for, what the director is looking for.
Do you ever tell people to come with their base on, or do you get annoyed when they actually come with their makeup on?
Leading actors come clean face. Our background actors, we do usually ask for them to put base on, but leading actors, no. We want to take care of you from start to finish.
So how exciting is it for you to be receiving the award from NYWIFT for Designing Women?
I am so excited, and I was floored when I got that call that I was being chosen to be honored. I could not believe it, and it was very humbling, and it's just exciting.
How many years have you been doing makeup?
Oh my gosh, a long time. I don't want to say how long, but I've been doing it for a long time, since like the 90s.
Okay, well, congratulations to you.
Much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm here with Maura Tierney, and she's been on Rescue Me and The Affair, and she's also the presenter of the Variety Award tonight. How exciting is that? That's so wonderful that they have you. You're so wonderful in The Affair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we depend a lot on the hair, makeup, and wardrobes, so our show really depends on that. So I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So the award goes to the best in costume, hair, and makeup, right? How long do you don't look like you need too much makeup. How long do you usually spend in the chair?
Well, it depends on our show because it depends on whose memory it is, and if it's Allison's memory, I spend a lot of time in the chair because Helen's sort of perfect, and then if it's someone else's memory, less time. So it depends on what the episode is.
It was. One more time. Left. Start. To the left. To the left. Sure.
Oh, there's Terry! Yay!
Okay, we need the cheese. Here we go, cheese.
Show right here.
Looks good. Perfect. Thank you. All right. I'm with the affair. All right.
Hello and welcome. I'm Alexis Alexanian. I'm president of the board of New York City. Thank you for that. It's a wonderful time to be a part of NYWIFT. Women's issues have suddenly hit the zeitgeist, as I like to say, the new old issue. It's gender parity in all things, and having been in the film and television business for 20 years, it's great to see and be able to be in this position and in this room to give accolades to the women who do some heavy lifting and wonderful work. You know, for 19 years, she's been the executive director of New York Women in Film and Television. And she manages all things great and small, and she has been advocating for women probably her whole life, her whole career, and we thank you. And our staff, the NYWIFT staff. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our MC for the evening. Jessica Kirson is a talented comedian with a unique style and captivating stage presence. She was awarded Best Female Comic by the MAC Association in New York City and recently accepted the Nightlife Award for Best Stand-Up Comedian. I like that. Jessica has been featured on numerous television shows, including The Joy Behar Show, NBC's Last Comic Standing, Premium Blend and Fresh Faces on Comedy Central, NBC's Last Call with Carson Daly, the Travel Channel's When Vacations Go Bust, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I think you get the idea that Jessica has done all the talk shows. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jessica Kirson.
Thank you so much. That's so uncomfortable to hear my credits. I'm like dying inside right now. I'm a comedian, so I can't hear all that positivity. But thank you for laughing so hard. It's so good. I hope I don't bomb at this event. It's just gonna really be bad if that happens. I am delighted to be here tonight to join New York Women in Film and Television and all of you in honoring the women in hair, makeup, and costume design crafts. Tonight is all about amazing designers who have shown us how incredibly creative they can be in helping so many actors visually embody characters as fully as they possibly can. NYWIFT has been filling a glaring void by honoring top women designers at Designing Women for the last 17 years. Yes, hair, makeup, and costume greats are recognized with major awards like the Oscars for work on specific productions, and it's great, but when they're honored by their respective guilds, that's all fabulous. I wouldn't say that word, but it's in the script. But Designing Women stands out from the other awards because it pays tribute to women who are so often unrecognized. And NYWIFT is honoring these fearless women tonight for their entire body of work. Designing Women is also about how a whole lot of girl power and some boy power has helped shape the creative look of The Affair. The show's costume, hair, and makeup design team has won the Variety Ensemble Award. You can applause for that. Gotta get some energy in the room. So serious. Some of you look like you're sitting Shiva. Hi. So let's get started by introducing our first presenter, Will Arnett intro. Will Arnett recently served as co-creator, co-writer, executive producer, and star of his Netflix comedy series, Flaked. Arnett also currently lends his voice as the star of the Netflix animated comedy BoJack Horseman. In television, Arnett is best known for his work on the Emmy Award-winning Arrested Development, where he earned his first Emmy nomination. Arnett can be seen right now on film screens throughout the country in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows, and was heard as the voice of Batman in Lego, The Piece of Resistance. I don't know what's happening. He was a frequent guest on 30 Rock, for which he received 4 Emmy nominations. That didn't get a laugh, but not an applause either. Okay, but it is here. I know this is bigger, but that's big. Other TV credits include The Millers, Up All Night, Parks and Recreation, Sex and the City, The Sopranos, Boston Public, Third Watch, and Law & Order SVU. Please welcome Will Arnett.
I like to look good, for the most part. I like people whose job it is to make me look good. I always tend to get along really well with those people. We have a shared interest. Sarah Edwards has been trying to make me look good for almost 10 years now, and I don't plan on stopping her anytime soon. I know what you're thinking. How hard can it be to make me look good? Well, I thank you for that, but the truth is, sadly, it takes a lot. That's how good Sarah Edwards is. She makes it look absolutely effortless. She is a meticulous costumer. She's thinking not just about what the characters are wearing in any given scene. She's thinking about what every character is wearing in relation to each other character, multiplied by where each character is coming from emotionally, and just also like where they're literally coming from, and did they need a jacket?
I grew up in a house with parents that worked in the theater. My mother was actually a costume designer, and my father was a set designer. I guess I was about 16 when I had my first job in the costume shop at the Public Theater in New York City.
Tonight, one of our honorees, Sarah Edwards, please come up here and accept your award.
I urge all of the women in film and television who are here tonight to give a young woman a leg up in this business, if you can. It's important that we support each other and the next generation of women coming up behind us. I feel lucky to have collaborated with some of the best people in the industry, and not just women, some very talented men too. Directors Sidney Pollack, Tony Gilroy, and Ben Stiller, and a list of incredibly talented actors: Al Pacino, Sean Penn, Nicole Kidman, George Clooney. I need a song, and Tilda Swinton and Angelina. But we would be here all night if I continued with the actors. But it really takes an expert team to make a movie. You're only as good as your crew. I have relied on so many great people over the years, starting with my sister Kate Edwards, who is the most amazing costume supervisor there is.
Lela Loren.
What I found on my time here is that when a woman is truly grounded, the very space she inhabits changes. It's given a structure, her structure. And whoever is lucky enough to walk into that space immediately feels home. That's what I experienced the first time I set foot into Anita Gibson's makeup room. Her 2 decades of journey as a makeup artist in this industry, that history, that knowing was evident from the moment she welcomed us all with her broad smile. And now let's check out a clip so that you can see what a badass she is.
I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I moved to New York with my eyes wide open to be a fashion designer and da-da. And I started working at Estee Lauder, and the more you sold, you went buying jewelry. So I got right out in front of the counter. I mean, I've always played around with makeup when I was a young girl, but never focused on this is what I want to do for a living. It just kind of evolved.
This is John Jeffries. I do this.
Spike Lee really gave me the real shot in this business as far as consistency, working with him on a lot of his projects.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Anita Gibson.
When Terry Lawler put the call into me to let me know that New York Women in Film and Television was going to honor me, I was shocked and really kind of couldn't believe it. I was humbled by that news. And I was humbled that I was going to be recognized for my creative contribution to film and television.
It's so great hearing all this, and it's very touching. Ray Liotta is currently co-starring in the hit NBC series Shades of Blue opposite Jennifer Lopez. He has more than 60 feature films to his credit, including Jonathan Demme's Something Wild, for which he was nominated for a Golden Globe, followed by Dominic and Eugene, and the Oscar-nominated Field of Dreams. Perhaps his most well-known role is that of the mobster Henry Hill in Goodfellas. In 2002, Liotta produced and starred in Narc, which earned him an Independent Spirit Award nomination. Liotta earned an Emmy Award for Best Guest Actor for an appearance on ER, and a Screen Actors Guild nomination for Best Actor for his performance as Frank Sinatra, HBO's The Rat Pack. For his 2004 Broadway debut opposite Frank Langella in Stephen Belver's Match, Liotta received a Distinguished Performance Honor at the 70th Annual Drama League Awards. It's such an honor. Please welcome Ray Liotta.
I can't really say that I know Rose Chatterton. I worked with her on season 1 on Shades of Blue. But what I do know is that she loves her job. She loves hair. I've never met anyone who was so knowledgeable about what it is that they do. She knows wigs, period pieces, this shampoo, that shampoo. She's up on it all. She loves hair and the people who do it too. She loves it. She loves them so much that she became the president of the local. She's dedicated and she's very, very perceptive. She knows where every strand of hair should be and why. She understands the characters and where they are at any given moment in the story. She does her homework. And she's perceptive to a fault. Well, when I first get on a set, I like to know and talk to the people that I'm going to be working with. And of course, one of the more important people, not anyone more important than anyone else, but a very important person is the hair person. So when I started poking around Rose, well, that doesn't sound good. When I started poking around, my go-to question when it comes to hair is I started asking, well, what salon did you go? And Rose, she just shut me right down. She said in Rose's only way Rose can talk, don't worry, I know how to cut hair.
I try to keep people all the time. find something you love and pursue it. And I've done that a few times in my life. I started out in the record business. I went into the film business. Hair was a hobby. That hobby led me back into the film business, but in another capacity. Every single thing I've done, I've loved. I worked at As the World Turns. I worked on CBS Morning Show. I did work for Saks Fifth Avenue for their print, and I did commercials. You're doing the work of doing hair. Most of the time you want pretty people to look pretty. Here, I was picking leaves up from the ground and crumbling it into the wig so that it would look like they were living in the outdoors.
Rose Chatterton.
Thank you, New York Women in Film and Television, for honoring me tonight. I'm very touched to be one of this year's recipients and to be included with all the past recipients. And thank you, Ray, for coming out and doing this tonight. In 2 days, we start shooting our season 2 of Shades of Blue, so while you won't see Ray Liotta, I'm looking at Lieutenant Wozniak because I already know he's doing lines.
Thank you so much. Doesn't he have the best hair?
Look at his hair. Unbelievable. Okay, there's just 2 more hours. Everyone stay put.
Golden Globe winning actress Maura Tierney currently stars on the Showtime series The Affair. The Golden Globe winning show will be returning for a 3rd season this fall. She is also known for her Emmy-nominated role on the top-rated NBC series ER, which she was on for 8 seasons. Tierney also played recurring characters on The Good Wife and Rescue Me and starred on ABC's The Whole Truth. She made her Broadway debut in 2013, starring in Nora Ephron's Lucky Guy alongside Tom Hanks.
I'm so very happy and excited to be here and grateful to be recognizing a group of people that I'm so grateful to and lucky to work with. On our show, The Affair, we flip back and forth between 4 different characters' distinct points of view and a memory in which all of the actors need to look either slightly or wildly different, depending on who's remembering what about whom when. Because we also jump back and forth in time. From the characters' memories of the events in the show to the present, because the story is actually taking place in the past, but we have scenes that take place in the present, something the writers call the future present, which none of us really understand at all. And sometimes the actors are required to shoot several scenes in a day that take place in different times from different points of view, and it gets very, very confusing. So for me, and I know the rest of the cast, it's extraordinarily helpful to look down at what you're wearing or what your hair is like or how much makeup you have on or how little makeup you have on, and you kind of, by looking in the mirror, instantly know where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be playing, which is a wonderful gift that we have.
Hair has such a good following, so it's very exciting to work on a show that so many people love and look forward to.
You have a lot of balls coming to my house.
You know, the clothing, the hair, the makeup, they're all very naturalistic. But what makes the show exciting and challenging for the 3 of us is that the rules change from episode to episode, and the constant is getting inside of someone's head and then flipping it and seeing it from another person's point of view.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage costume designer Caroline Duncan, hairstylist Diana Sikes, and makeup artist Sheri Kornhaber. And everybody else, the whole entire team. I'm so sorry.
And it couldn't be apropos that we're getting the Ensemble Award, because it really does take a lot more than this team, but this team, to make this show so special. If you've watched The Affair, you know that the framework of it is really different than anything else that's been written or put on television before. And I think that's what's so exciting about what we get to do as hair, makeup, and costumes is we get to create characters with actors and writers, and then once we know them intimately, we get to keep whittling away at them through other points of view, so that by the time they make it to camera, They feel so dimensional.
Thank you for having me. This has been so much fun, and it's been really beautiful. And please join us for reception in the lobby. Thank you all for coming. See you next year. Thank you so much.
I'm here now with the terrific Terry Lawler, and this is her 19th year as the Executive Director of New York Women in Film and Television, NYWIFT. What a wonderful event it was tonight, Designing Women. I loved it. How long did it take you to get this together?
Well, we actually started working on it in January. We had our committee get together and think about, well, who were the people that should be honored? Who's doing really important work in New York? We almost always honor people from New York City. Once in a while, we'll honor someone from LA, but not very often. Yeah. And then we think about who we'll honor, and then we ask them, and they accept usually, and then we go on a long search for the costumes, for photos, for all kinds of artifacts that can show people exactly what this work is about.
Yeah, and it's so true, as they were saying tonight. It does take a village to make a TV series. Tonight, Variety was honoring The Affair. Don't you think it's terrific?
I think it's a wonderful show. It's beautifully written. I love the role that costume, makeup, and hair play in the storytelling, in the actual storytelling, because of the different points of view and the different costumes related to whose point of view it is.
Yeah, it's especially important for that show, right?
It's more important for that show than almost any show on television. It's a completely unique way of storytelling, that the different points of view are being told by different costumes for the same scene, depending upon the point of view of the character.
And isn't it the truth? There isn't really one side of a story. It's my point of view, the way you look at it, everybody. Why didn't we think to do that first?
I don't know. I wish we had.
Do so much to encourage women in this business. What general advice would you give to women who want to pursue something in film and television?
I think the most important thing that I could say to women who want to pursue something in film and television is to be persistent. If you want something, you have to keep going after it over and over and over again. It's not an easy business to get into. There are a lot of people who want to be in it, so you've got to be persistent. The second thing is you've got to be good. Yeah. You've got to work hard and make sure the work you're doing is really, really top notch, because there's a lot of people who want your job, so you've got to be good at it.
That is. Well, continued success with all the people that you help at NYWIFT, and I'm so glad that I was here tonight. A wonderful, wonderful event. Don't miss it next time around. Designing Women.